We're going to start off with side step lunges to ankle tap. So side shuffling across as fast as you can, one foot together and then out to the side. We're going to go for 30 seconds. As you come down, take the hips back, try not to round the lower back by leaning forward. Hinge at the hips back so you feel a nice stretch in the hamstring as you come over. Tapping down to the ankle, we've got 5 seconds left. Last 3, 2, 1 and rest. We're going to rest for 10 seconds. Next move up we're going to is bench dips. So we're going to come onto the box, placing the feet out, bending the knees. This is the easier version of the bench dips, pacing yourself through. Elbows should be placed behind. To make the exercise more advanced, we can take out the legs so that the legs are straight. Coming down, just so that you feel it in the triceps. You don't have to work on too far of a range of motion. You're going to feel the triceps burning even with a shorter range of motion. Hold it here, 3 seconds, 2, 1 and done. Take a 10-second rest, then we're going to go into squats to calf raises. So to set up the position, we want to take the feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to come down into a squat and then up onto the toes. So down into the squat, taking the hips back, pushing the knees out to the side and then exploding up, pushing the arms down by the side, coming up onto the toes and squeezing the quads, the front of the thighs as you come up. So we go down, keep the weight on the heel, explode up as fast as you can onto the toes. So we're really taking up the cardio here. And we're going to rest for 10 seconds. Last move we're going to go into is the frog pump. So we're going to have the heels together, we're going to push against the heels and we're going to take the hips up into the air. So we're going to naturally let the knees hang down to the side. Coming up, we don't want to go up too far, just up enough that you feel a nice squeeze on the glutes, but not too far up that you start feeling some tension on the lower back. I like to have my arms open, palms up, and then the thumbs facing down to the floor. This is just going to allow you to keep your shoulders pinned back in this position. We've got 5 seconds less. Keep going. We're going to rep these out. 1 and rest. Okay, now we're moving on to round 2. So we're going to repeat the same movements again for the second round. We're starting with the side step lunge with ankle tap. And here we go. So stepping down to the side. So touching the ankle, touching the floor. If you can't reach that low down, aim to touch the knee. Side shuffle as fast as you can coming over. Keeping the chest slightly up, looking forward slightly ahead. Last 5 seconds. Keep going as fast as you can. Last 2 and rest. 10-second rest. Get yourself set up on the tricep box. Remember, feet extended out, harder variation. I'm going to start here. Do as many in this position as you can. Bending the elbows back, make sure that they stay directly behind you and squeezing the triceps in the top position. Pushing up from the palm of the hand. Modify it, we're going to bend the knees and we can use the heels to help push us up. Don't want to stop, just keep going right till the end, even if you've got to pace yourself. Last second here. 10-second rest. After the dips, we're going to go into the squat to calf raises again. So set up with the feet shoulder width apart. And we're going to take the hands out, coming up, exploding up as we come up. Keep the knees pushed out. Remember, it's heel down as we come down into the squat and then coming up onto the toes, feeling it in the calves and feeling it in the quads. Last 10 seconds, let's pick up the pace. Last 5, get 1 or 2 more squats in. 1 and break. We're going to rest for 10 seconds, then we're going to go down onto the floor. We're going back into frog pumps. So here we're working glutes, pushing the heels together, hands out, thumbs facing down to the floor, keeping the shoulders pinned down, and we're just going to rip it out here. Don't worry about a large range of motion, just coming up off the floor, squeezing the glutes as hard as you can, making sure that you don't feel any compression in the lower back. If you do, don't go up as high or take the feet out further away from you. This is going to require a little less hip mobility if your hips are tight. One more second and rest. In this video we're showing 3 rounds, so if you're doing 3 rounds, this is your last round. And we're starting again with the side step lunges to ankle taps. So if this is your last round, give it everything you've got, tapping down to the floor. Hinging at the hips, so try not to round low back too much. Keep pushing, side to side. Well done, you've got 10 seconds left. Three, 2, and 1, and rest. Next we're going into the bench dips. So remember, feet out, legs extended. We're going to make it harder. We're going to start here in the harder position, and then we're going to regress to the bent knee position if you're a little bit too tired and can't make it to the end. Otherwise, keep the legs out. Push up from the heels if you have to. Just keep going, don't stop. We've got 5 seconds left. 1 and done. Going back into squat to calf raises, so taking those feet shoulder width apart, pushing the hips back, down on the heels, coming up, exploding up onto the toes. This is a power movement, so we want to come up as fast as we can, and then controlling the motion on the way down. Make sure that you're not coming up onto the toes on the way down. Heels down, up onto the toes. Heels down, up onto the toes. Heels down, up onto the toes. 5 seconds left. And 3. Keep going. 2, 1. Done. Last exercise of the metabolic finisher, we've got frog pumps. So heels together, we're pushing the heels against each other hard as we can. Arms open, thumbs pointing down, and we're just going to pump them out, frog pumps. Last 20 seconds. Keep pushing, keep squeezing the glutes together. Don't forget to breathe in this position. If you want to put your hands on the top of your hips, you can. Make sure that you're bringing the hips up so that they're in line. You don't have one hip higher than the other. 2 seconds, 1, and done. Well done, 3 rounds finished.